In marriage, the offended who refuses to forgive and let go always ends up as the offender. This is a profound and perhaps unsettling truth about relationships. It challenges our natural response to hurt, forcing us to confront the question, can holding on to an offense actually turn us into the one who is doing wrong? When we are hurt, our initial reaction is often pain, anger, or a desire for justice. These feelings are natural. But if we cling to that offense, if we refuse to forgive and release it, several things begin to happen. Firstly, holding on to bitterness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick. It erodes our own peace and joy. The Bible speaks powerfully about this. Ephesians 4 verses 31 to 32 tells us, "Get rid of all bitterness, rage and anger, brawling and slander, along with every form of malice. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave you." When we choose not to forgive, we are actively defying this command and inviting bitterness to fester in our hearts. This bitterness makes us less kind, less compassionate, and ultimately, less like Christ. Secondly, an unforgiving spirit creates a wall. Instead of seeking reconciliation, we build fortifications around our hurt. We might withdraw emotionally, withhold affection, or even punish our spouse through silence, passive aggression, or constantly bringing up past mistakes. Think about it. Isn't withholding love or creating a hostile environment an offense in itself? We might justify it by saying, "They hurt me first." But our actions, born out of unforgiveness, become new wounds in the relationship. This is where the offended truly becomes the offender. Now, this isn't to say that forgiveness means condoning bad behavior or instantly forgetting. Forgiveness is a process, often a choice made daily. It's about releasing the other person from the debt you feel they owe you, and releasing yourself from the prison of resentment. It's about deciding not to let their offense define your response. So, what's the practical takeaway? When you feel hurt, acknowledge your pain. Take it to God in prayer. But then, consciously choose to let it go. Choose to extend grace, just as Christ extended grace to us when we were still sinners. Colossians 3 verse 13 reminds us, "Bear with each other and forgive one another if any of you has a grievance against someone. Forgive as the Lord forgave you." In marriage, this act of letting go isn't a sign of weakness. It's a profound display of strength, faith, and unconditional love. It breaks the cycle of offense and counteroffense, paving the way for healing, understanding, and a deeper, more resilient bond. Remember, your spouse isn't your enemy. As Ephesians 6 verse 12 reminds us, our struggle is not against flesh and blood. The real enemy seeks to divide and destroy. By choosing forgiveness, you disarm that enemy and protect the sacred covenant of your marriage. So, the next time you find yourself hurt in your marriage, ask yourself, am I going to hold on to this and risk becoming the offender myself? Or will I choose the path of forgiveness, releasing both myself and my spouse, and allowing God's grace to heal and transform our relationship? The choice and the power to change the dynamic is always yours. If this message resonated with you, please consider hitting the subscribe button, liking this video, and sharing it with someone who needs to hear this. Your support helps us spread this message of hope and restoration.